Jesus' ability to maintain his character is understood in a unique way due to his dual nature as both fully human and fully divine. His character is not seen as something he had to attain in the same way a human being does, but rather as an inherent part of his being that was perfectly expressed in his earthly life. How Jesus was able to maintain his character. The Bible teaches that Jesus is God incarnate, true God and true man. As God, his character is inherently perfect, embodying qualities like love, righteousness, holiness, and compassion. Jesus as a human faced the same temptations as any human would, so how was he able to maintain his divine character, his dependence on the Father? While fully divine, Jesus' human life was marked by a complete and constant reliance on God the Father. He often retreated to desolate places to pray, sometimes for entire nights, before making major decisions or facing heavy pressures. This practice demonstrated his submission to the Father's will and was a source of strength and guidance. Jesus had a clear and unwavering focus on his mission, to do the will of the Father and bring about salvation for humanity. This mission-driven life helped him stay centered amidst the demands, temptations, and oppositions he faced. The author of Hebrews writes that for the joy set before him he endured the cross, indicating his focus on the ultimate purpose of his suffering. The New Testament describes Jesus' ministry as empowered by the Holy Spirit. The Spirit's presence and power were evident in his teachings, healings, and the way he lived his life, enabling him to perfectly carry out his mission. How we can strive to attain his character. While Christians believe that no one can achieve the same level of perfection as Jesus, the goal of Christian life is to be conformed to the image of his Son. This process is often referred to as sanctification or spiritual growth. It's a journey of becoming more Christ-like, and it's understood to be a work of both divine grace and human effort. Here are some ways, rooted in Christian tradition and biblical teaching, that believers are encouraged to strive for a Christ-like character. The Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, are the primary sources for understanding who Jesus was and what he taught. Regularly reading, meditating on, and applying these accounts is seen as the foundation for modeling one's life after his. This includes studying his actions, attitudes, and responses to various situations. The fruit of the Spirit described in Galatians 5:22-23, love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control, are considered to be the natural result of a life lived in partnership with the Holy Spirit. As Christians, it is the Holy Spirit who works within us to produce these qualities, and this requires a conscious surrender to God's will. Like Jesus, believers are encouraged to maintain a regular and dedicated prayer life. This is a way of communing with God, seeking his guidance, and receiving the strength needed to live a life that reflects his character. Other spiritual disciplines like fasting, solitude, and service are also seen as vital to spiritual formation. Jesus' life was defined by his selfless service to others, especially the marginalized and outcast. By actively serving others and participating in a community of believers, individuals can practice key Christ-like virtues such as humility, compassion, and love. The support and accountability of a Christian community can also be a significant aid in this. Jesus exemplified humility even to the point of dying on a cross. Striving for his character involves a conscious effort to put the needs of others before one's own, and to willingly take up one's cross by sacrificing personal desires for the sake of following Christ. In conclusion, Jesus' character was perfectly maintained because of his divine nature and his perfect, unwavering obedience to the Father. For believers, striving to attain a Christ-like character is a lifelong process of spiritual growth, empowered by the Holy Spirit and rooted in prayer, study of the Gospels, and a commitment to serving others.